welcome back. You ready?
I'm always ready.
All right. Let's start. Let's have it. Lossie Freeman and Dan Stabb from Zip Code Wilmington is in the plaza. No, on the plaza.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm just.
That's all right. In the plaza, on the plaza, but they're here.
They're on the plaza with us. Welcome you two.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. Zip Code, I've been a fan for years. All right, and for the people that are not familiar with Zip Code, can you tell them, what Zip Code is?
Would love to, and that's why we're here. Really, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to be on the show.
Of course.
I love the energy. You guys are fantastic. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
From fangirl to guest.
Fun. Thank you. We appreciate that. But that means that we are more excited to have you on the show, but even more important to get the word out. And what is Zip Code Wilmington?
So Zip Code Wilmington is a coding boot camp. We are a nonprofit coding boot camp. We're located right here in the heart of downtown Wilmington. We're in the Nemours building, which is where the mill space is, if anyone's been there, right above the Starbucks. And we have been around since 2015. We were started by 3 local business people. So we're a software coding boot camp. So people who are programming your phones, all your technology, all the apps, applications that you use on your desktop to whatever technologies, the Internet of Things, those are all coded by people. So we run a software development boot camp and a data engineering boot camp. So data is powering the world. There's so much data, we're drowning in it, and you have to have people who are able to process it, clean it, transform it, and make it usable for businesses. So that's what we do. We run 2 12-week boot camps for each of those tracks, the Java track, and Python is the programming language for the data engineers. So within 3 months, we transform lives. Really about our mission, which is...
And I'm sorry, I know I was saying before the show started, Ivan, I had no idea what Zip Code Wilmington was.
Right.
And as soon as Lossie walked in, I said, I'm so excited to have you on the show because I had no idea about this nonprofit organization that was located in the city of Wilmington and that it was available to so many. And you did mention some really, really neat things that I want to share with our viewers as we continue the conversation. But before we dive into all that, let's talk about the admission process.
Sure.
Because I feel like that's really imperative.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things we stress is that you do not have to have a coding background. So many of our students have never touched coding before they entered our boot camp. Now we do have an application process which does involve a coding and math assessment, but we do provide free resources to get prepared for that assessment. We also have a group interview, and we just want to see how you work in a team environment. And then we have final interviews with our executive director and our director of education as well. And applications are open through July 31st for our October cohort, and our October cohort is October 24th through January 20th.
Now let me ask you. Now it's easy to say back in 1980 coding is the future, right? But it's the future here in Delaware now.
It's the present.
It's the present, right? It's the present. Now, how much can someone make? Like, they go through the whole assessment, the program, the whole thing, right? We talking about 3 months? 3 month boot camp, and they leave with a certification, right?
Not exactly. Most of them leave with a job. So let me back up.
Wow.
You mentioned something really key when you said that in the 80s technology was projected to be the thing, and it is now. Everybody knows that Wilmington, the state of Delaware for the most part, but Wilmington is a banking city. Let me hit you with this. J.P. Morgan, people think of as a bank. J.P. Morgan classifies itself as a technology company.
Do they?
They are a technology company. And so all of those, a lot of industries, a lot of companies that we thought were doing something else are actually tech firms. And so training a workforce and retooling the workforce that we have.
I'm in shock right now. Are you serious?
Yeah. Wow. The CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, came out and said, we are a tech firm. Their tech investment, I don't know if it's equal to, but it's pretty close to that of Facebook, Meta, some of your large, well-known technology firms. So we want to make sure that we have a workforce that's ready to take these jobs, that can take advantage of these great salaries, and have an interesting career. Who wouldn't want to be on the back end of the technology? We're all users and consumers.
That's right.
But how do you get on the other side of the screen?
Right.
And so that's what we're doing here is we are training people so that we can maintain a nice industry here. Companies, before they determine anything else about sites or where they want to be, they want to know, is there a talented workforce that they could move to Delaware?
Wow.
So we're all about helping the community, helping our economy, the region.
Right. Yeah.
Not just the state of Delaware, but I consider it the greater Wilmington area from Northern Virginia to New York City. Like we can take all of that, and so having a really great workforce is imperative to that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So is there a cost to enter zip code Wilmington and take advantage of the resources?
Yes. So the overall cost to students is $12,000. So if they're admitted into the program, they pay $6,000 up front. The other $6,000 is paid after completion of the program. However, there are a couple caveats to that. If a student is hired by one of our hiring partners and works with that partner for 6 months, the partner pays the balance on the student's behalf.
Okay.
Otherwise, we don't ask for payment of that $6,000 until they find a full-time job in the field for which they were trained.
I'm going to clutch my pearls right now.
Oh, it's about to get better.
Okay,
It's about to get even
better.
better.
Dan, go ahead.
And one more thing.
And one more thing.
So we are very honored that we are the recipient of a $4.5 million grant from the Office of Governor John Carney, where for $1.5 million a year, we have students who are residents of Delaware who are low income who could receive scholarships to take our program completely free of charge.
Oh, that is amazing.
And that's what I was hinting to before, because Lossie had told me that, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is amazing that students will be able to attend zip code Wilmington for free.
So, okay, I'm going to give it to you.
And walk out with a job.
And walk with a job. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yes. Okay, let me give my little PSA real quick.
Hold on.
If you are sitting at home unemployed, you need to sign up for zip code Wilmington. You do not need any experience. Just go, do the assessment, do the boot camp for 3 months, and sign up. You might be eligible to go for a free ride and come out making how much, Lossie?
Pete, we take our students from an average of about $26,000 a year to $76,000 a year in 3 months.
That's it. We don't have no more for this commercial. Click the link below, sign up, like, subscribe, and follow. Right, oh my gosh.
But it's not just for unemployed people.
Right.
This is an upskilling, reskilling thing. I'm in my mid 40s. We're going to work a long time.
Yes.
And so many of us are going to be career changers. We're projected to change our job many times, especially with the rate of advancement of technology. You're going to want new skills. So we're really taking people, our average student age is 35.
Wow. And those are people who are changing their careers.
These are people who are changing. These are grown-ups. These are adults. These are people with responsibilities and bills who really see the value in this, who know they're going to be working many more years and want to do something interesting and exciting.
Interesting and exciting. Can you tell me like a success story from someone that changed their careers and someone that brand new to the market? Yeah,
I'd love to. The story that jumps out at me, and it's really the heart of why we do what we do. We're a small staff, but each and every person, we love zip code. We're committed to this mission. I have a student that came. He was an Amazon package delivery person, young African-American man, had the most wonderful attitude. He put his whole life on hold, saved his money up to be able to participate in this 3-month boot camp. And he came in and he saw that the cohort was having a little bit of struggle. They were having a hard, it's difficult. It's a challenging program. That's why we do it cohort based, so that people help each other. And he said, you know what? I did not come here to fail. Every single one of us is going to cross the tape. And he organized everybody to come in on the Saturday, on the weekend, and figured out what people's strengths were. Like, you tutor for this, and that. He had his final interview at JP Morgan Chase. And in the last question, they'd already determined they wanted him because he was just amazing. He won our Augustine Award, which is an award given, not every cohort, but to a really outstanding student who demonstrates leadership. But in that final interview, they asked him what did he really want to do eventually, and he said, I want to be a Scrum Master, which is sort of a drum major for a technology group. Like they get everybody together in the morning, and they hired him. They gave him an offer as a Scrum Master, which usually you got to be on in some years.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Changed his life.
And that's what it is. You know, you might be scared to make that change at the age of 30 or 35 because you're already set in your ways. And I always stress this: we're creatures of habit. And when you're comfortable with your everyday routine, you went to school, if you didn't go to school, but you jumped into your career in your 20s and you've kind of just settled with that, you get to your 30s, it's scary to make that transition, especially of that caliber. And right there, boom, he took the risk, and I'm sure that he is doing very well
I'm
to
happy
this
for
day.
him. Congratulations, man.
Yes,
If you're watching.
congratulations.
When is the next information session for Zip Code?
The next information session is a week from today at 6:30 p.m. You can sign up at zipcodewilmington.com/events. It's a virtual admission session at 6:30 p.m. Go through the whole nuts and bolts of the admissions process, the program itself, and it's an open forum, so anybody can come in, ask any questions that they have about the program.
You know, and a fun fact, little Ivan signed up for Zip Code.
Really?
Yeah, he really did.
Recently?
Recently.
Oh, that's wonderful. So we can have him on the show
After he
goes,
finishes.
after he finishes, goes through the boot camp, and then he can touch on it. You never know, might be the face of Zip Code Wilmington.
Hey,
Here, Good Morning Wilmington.
Is there anything else you want people to know about Zip Code? Because
There's
I
so
think
much to tell.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll start. The thing that jumps out at me and why I came to Zip Code is that we're a nonprofit coding boot camp, but we are very different from many other nonprofits. We're a self-sustaining nonprofit. So the model that Dan mentioned, that our students pay a portion of their tuition up front, but then on the back end, those corporate partners pay the balance. So my job is to get corporate partners who want to hire those students. So out of our 500 graduates, we have an 86% employment rate within 6 months to within 6 months a year. The last two cohorts last three cohorts, we have almost 100% employment rate.
Wow.
The very last cohort, 100% of people hired from the Java cohort within 3 weeks, earning an average of $79,000.
So that sums up my question, the future of Zip Code. Needless to say, it's here to stay. It's here to stay.
As long as we're needed.
As long as
I think there is a need.
Shoot,
Oh, yes.
with those rates?
Yes.
I mean, with those stats, I love it. Turn to your camera, right? This is your camera right here.
Oh.
And we got 30-second commercial. Go.
ZipCodeWilmington.com. We are not too good to be true. Many people have this image that it couldn't be real. It is very real, and it's happening right here in Wilmington, Delaware. There's an amazing opportunity that you can partake in and take advantage of. We would love for you to come and be a part of our family. Over 500 graduates strong, a huge alumni community. Dan will tell you about the next opportunity to enter the next cohort. We would love to see you. We will be there to support you every step of the way. As you can see from our financial model, your success is our success. We are committed together. We couldn't do this if we weren't successfully producing students.
Yep, so apply today, zipcodewilmington.com/apply-now, and this is your opportunity to change your life.
That's our community camera. Forgot to tell you.
By the way. But I think Lossie knew that. She
Right.
Morning Wilmington and of us, so she knew. Okay, that's my camera.
I had no idea what we were looking at.
Yeah,
I was just looking at y'all.
And that's okay. And that is okay. No, that we appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate you sharing with our viewers what is Zip Code Wilmington and the resources that is available to anyone and everyone. So thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So much.
What's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Ivan, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host,
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
Which he said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.